I just want to say, man, you were creative, you coming up. I'm not doing that. No.
A few moments later.
One more time.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Lightwalker X here, back with another video. And it has been a while. It's been a few days. You know, the world is going to shit. And, you know, I just was celebrating my birthday and just had to take a couple days off and was working on some other things. But we're back, and we're back here to talk about Baby Keem today, as it looks like Baby Keem had a surprise sold-out show in New York last night, and I'm very jealous, and it looked very crazy. So we're going to get into that today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more, and hit the bell for notifications, because you know YouTube be playing with your boy. But here we are today. Baby Keem has his first official concert. I guess you could maybe say it's his second concert, because he did kind of do like a live listening party / concert for the release of the album. But this is the first time we're actually seeing Keem perform the album in a concert setting. So it looked like what ended up happening was, back when Keem released the album, he was going from city to city doing like album signings for vinyls and stuff like that, to meet his fans, meet and greets and stuff. And what ended up happening was, in New York City, the day he was supposed to go, there was actually a freak snowstorm, and crazy, because we ended up getting the same snowstorm in Toronto as well, and it was really bad, like it really bad. What ended up happening was, since the snowstorm was crazy, he had to cancel the album signing. So Keem, being the good guy he is, he ended up saying, I'm going to do a surprise pop-up show in New York City because I wasn't able to come and do the album signing. And look at that. That's honestly an amazing thing to do. And, you know, we don't really see artists doing that, you know, like if a concert or an event that they're supposed to come to is canceled, they usually may make up for it in another way. Maybe they may do a surprise show or a makeup event down the line, but it's usually like after the tour or way later, right? Like it's never immediate. This is just a couple weeks. Mind you, the album has only been out for 2 weeks. But now Keem was able to pull strings, and he even said, I didn't come with any like people, right? It's just me. I don't know what song I'm gonna do next. What do you guys want me to do? And you know, the crowd went crazy.
Party, man. I don't even know what song I'm gonna do next. What y'all want to hear? I'm not saying how that been to the shows. I don't got no niggas backstage. I don't got nothing. It's just me and this bitch. Me and Bridge waiting this bitch, alright? So I'm just letting y'all know it's not one of those niggas.
It's an amazing thing to see. He was able to pull some strings and get a last minute event going, and the event sold out in minutes. That's motion right there. That's real motion. Now, he ended up doing a set list that consisted of Circus Freestyle, Mosh Pit, The Birds and the Bees, Orange Soda, Vent, House Money, Hooligan, Bank Account, Trademark USA, Stats, Good Flirts, Casino, and Family Ties. That's pretty wicked for a pop-up show, surprise show. Day of, he pretty much announced it, and it sold out, and everybody pulled up. So I don't know how much the tickets were, right? I'm pretty sure they weren't probably crazy in pricing. Maybe if you guys, one of you was there, you let me know in the comments. But that's pretty good for a pop-up show surprise. And, you know, every day I see things like this, I get so jealous and mad, because I'm in Toronto, and we don't get nothing. And if we do get something, it's going to be expensive. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that is the downside of being across the border on this side. But it is an amazing thing to see for the Keem and Kendrick fans, PG Lang supporters who are elsewhere. And this looked like a time. And we've seen Family Ties get played in there. And of course, Family Ties will always, no matter what setting it's in, it's going to go crazy. But, you know, we've seen Family Ties get an amazing reaction on the GNX tour in the stadiums, but now we're in a smaller venue, and you can see, even sometimes I even like to say the smaller venues are very intimate, very nice, and you just can't replicate that energy, you know what I mean? But in the smaller venues, they were just moshing it up. It was going crazy, and that's what we expect, right? That's going to be a lifelong banger right there. That's a song I think they could play 20 years from now, and it's still going to go crazy, you know what I mean? So Keem definitely has a few of those on this album, and the crowd definitely went nuts to these new songs. They already knew the lyrics. He also ended up performing Good Flirts, right? And we know Momo Boyd was there to support, but he actually displayed a preview of the Good Flirts music video on the screen behind him during the performance, and he played about half of it, if I'm not mistaken. So there is another music video coming out. We already seen he did one for Birds and the Bees, but doing one for Good Flirts makes so much sense. I'm assuming it's probably the biggest song off the album, or one of the biggest songs. You obviously have Kendrick on there. You have Momo Boyd. That's going to be a good look for her. So doing visuals for that song makes so much sense to me, and I'm glad. I'm actually very glad that's the case, because we get more visuals from Keem, just to also show us that, you know, the tour is obviously going to be starting soon, but this era is going to be far from over, because they got visuals and things already ready. So I really like how PG Lang moves. I like how they do their visuals, how they approach their storytelling. Obviously the two artists they have on the label, they're very good, but at the same time they're able to like build so much content and secret, and we don't know, and then they just release it all at once. And I love that shows preparation, planning, and attention to detail, and I do appreciate that, because, you know, as an artist, it's like your dream come true to have an entire rollout plan and it go without a hitch, essentially. And when you have hiccups like this, because, you know, they tend to do happen, right, you're able to course correct quickly, which he did, and he was able to make up for not coming to do the album signing and do a tour or do a concert, and that's pretty cool. And you have to give him some respects for that, because he could have just came and rescheduled to do an album signing, but he said no, let's just do a show. So that's pretty cool. I'm very happy for Keem, you know, based on what we've heard on the album and the subject matter and some of the things he went through and the battles that he went through as a kid that we didn't know beforehand. It is amazing to see that he's able to overcome that and put it into his music, and that's all I ask for the artists that I like to hear, you know, what's going on in their life, but also, you know, let us know that you're human. Let us know that you're going through shit, you know what I mean? Let us know that you're going through things, because 9 times out of 10 I think most of the consumers will be able to relate to you, you know. And Keem was able to do that, and not just that, but he was able to do that and actually create multiple vibes on this album, and you have to respect that as an artist, because that's not easy, especially now. The consumer is very picky, and rightfully so 100%, because we've been letting a lot of BS slide for years. But time and time again, I like to say there has to be a median in hip-hop where we get some of our good consciousness and we get some of our good vibe music too, but at the same time we're putting actual substance into both, right? We're not expecting rappers who make music like this to always go into lyrical metaphors and stuff, but just talk about something, and Keem was able to balance that very well. So, you know, I've been playing Casino nonstop. I think I got an update on my YouTube music that I'm in like his 1% top listeners, so like that's not surprising, because the album is going platinum in my house. You know what I'm saying? So I really did enjoy it. I'm going to continue playing it, and I'm hoping there's gonna be more music, and I'm looking forward to the Good Flirts music video. We'll do a reaction to that, and I'm gonna try to catch one of these shows. Now, I've said it before on my like breakdowns of the album Boo Man episodes that he's not coming to Toronto, unfortunately. He's coming to Montreal. That's the closest place that I could go probably catch a show, or the Queens or Brooklyn shows, but I don't even know if those are sold out yet, so I'm gonna have to try and figure that out. And hopefully I could get a show. I don't know where it's gonna be exactly, but once I figure that out and narrow it down, then from there I will try my best to live stream that event too, because, you know, I want to continue this. Whatever concerts, hip-hop concerts I go to, I'm going to try to cover them to the best of my ability, like I did with the GNX tour. So you guys stay tuned for that, and I'll probably lose my voice going crazy in there again. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying to catch one of these shows. But you guys let me know what you think. Keem out here full of surprises. We got a music video. He did the pop-up show to make up for the album signing being canceled. And the New York baby Keem fans, you guys are lucky. How did you feel? If you were there, let me know down below what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Hit that bell for notifications, like I said, because, you know, YouTube be playing with your boy. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Stay blessed and stay tuned.